All right. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing good. It is 9:01. We never start late, but I wanted to give everybody at least a minute extra to get on this morning because it is a very important call. As all the calls are important, this one we have a few special things to announce. So we'll get started. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you didn't stay up too late last night watching the World Series. A little bit of a bummer for Braves fans, but that's okay. We're still ahead, and we still got an opportunity Tuesday night. It'll be a great game in Houston. But I want to talk about that a little bit. I've had baseball on my mind since the World Series. Everything going on has been real exciting. With that being said, I also want to talk about finishing strong. You've heard me say that the last 2 or 3 weeks, how important it is to finish strong. It's very easy to start fast, and that's good. It's good to come out of the gate fast, blowing and going. But the most important thing you can do in life, in business, in your career, in anything is to finish strong, to stay the course and to finish strong. And I wrote this quote down this morning. It has to do with baseball, but it also has to do with life. And it's one that I'm going to remember because it is just so good. And it says this, it says, stopping at third base adds no more to the score than striking out. Let me say that again. Stopping at third base adds no more to the score than striking out. In other words, if you're going to hit the ball and get to third base and then stop, you might as well strike out because it's the same thing. We're in this to add points to the board and to finish strong and to win a game of baseball, to win in life. It doesn't matter what you're playing for. If you're playing to win, you're going to have to finish strong. So how will you start? How will you start if you fail to finish? It doesn't matter how you start if you fail to finish. So let's finish strong. We just started a brand new month. Today is the very first day of November. We've got all of November. We've got all of December. Now, we got a couple holidays in between there. We've got Thanksgiving. We've got Christmas. And here's the great thing about November and December. Thanksgiving and Christmas are great holidays. A lot of people look at this the wrong way. They say, well, November's short, December's short because we've got holidays. Well, not necessarily, because November and December are both long months. And they're stacked with a lot of days in them. Not only that, but we have an opportunity while other people slow down out there and other people coast to the finish line. We have the opportunity to set ourselves apart and to make a difference in the score by finishing strong, because most people don't finish strong. Only the winners finish strong. Another quote that I wrote down for you this morning is by Michael Jordan. I watched one of my neighbor's kids for Halloween dress up as Michael Jordan. And I got to thinking, when I was a kid, Michael Jordan was in the height of his career. I remember being in middle school and in high school and watching Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen and all of the great Bulls of that time. They won 6 championships, with this just great, probably the greatest of all time basketball player. He was so good. And this was his quote. He said, some people want it to happen. Some people wish it to happen, and some people make it happen. So let's talk about that. We've got November and we've got December to make it happen, not to want it, not to wish it, but to make it happen. And that's what sets you apart from everybody else. If you go past wanting, you go past wishing, and you make it happen and you finish strong. We've got a contest. Senior Life is doing a contest. There's 10 on our team. There's every team within Senior Life was responsible for at least one team of 10. Some groups put more than one. We put in one team of 10 strong producers, 10 producers that are capable and able to produce big numbers. And that contest starts today. We will watch our social media pages. We'll announce the website where you can go in and check the leaderboards. But you're responsible for your points, and you have an opportunity to really score a lot of points on this. And I'm going to tell you how this works. But all through November and December, we'll be running this contest. It starts today. So let's start strong and let's finish strong. Let's start fast and let's finish strong. Each person on a team gets 1 point for every lead that you purchase. So whether it's a direct mail lead, whether it's a Facebook lead, whether it's a direct quote, whether it's a live transfer, it does not matter. You get 1 point for every lead you purchase. So you don't even have to write business to get a point. You just have to purchase leads. But guess what? If you purchase leads, that 1 point is going to lead to more points, because you cannot purchase leads and not write business. It doesn't work that way. Now, you may buy 1 or 2 leads and not write business, but if on a consistent basis, you're working 20 leads minimum a week, you're going to write business. There's no way to fail if you do and you work the system. So you get 1 point for every lead that you purchase and work. You get 2 points. Let me pull it up on my phone just to make sure I get this just right and perfect, because it's very important. You get, 3 points for every application purchase. So think about this. If you buy a lead and that lead yields a return of a policy being written, then that's actually 4 points that you just made, that you just added to your team's board by purchasing the lead and getting 1 point. And then by issuing the application, or your application being issued, gives you 3 additional points. And here's the big points. Every new recruit that comes on to our team in November and December gets us 5 points. So there's 3 ways. I'll go over it again. 3 ways to score. Number 1, purchase a lead. Number 2, purchase a lead, and that's going to give you 1 point. Number 2, have an application issued. That gives you 3 points. And for every new recruit, you get 5 points. So we want to purchase leads. Your number 1 goal in this, or your number 1 way of scoring, is purchasing and working and buying leads. Number 2, writing business, having applications issued. Number 3, recruiting new agents. So 3 ways to score: 1 point for leads, 3 points for applications, 5 points for people hired. Now, what are the prizes? This is what we all want to know. There's going to be a first place. There's going to be a second place. And then there's also going to be some raffles and drawings in between there. But let's talk about this. What is the first place? The first place team gets $30,000. $30,000. What does that mean? A team of 10, where you're splitting $3,000 a piece. That's pretty doggone good. So $30,000 goes to the first team. I think that's exceptional. The second place team wins $10,000. So you at least, a team of 10 actually gets $1,000 a piece. So that's pretty good as well. So first place, $30,000, second place, $10,000. You ask third place. Well, if you're asking about third place, your head's not in the right place anyway. We want to win this thing. We want first place. We want second place at least. But third place, yeah, forget it, man. We're just going to go for it. First place or second place. We got drawings in between. But here's the thing. Forget about everything else. Even if there was not a contest, we want to finish strong. We want to do everything we can in November and December. I want my November to be great. I don't want to be stressed about Christmas in November. So I'm going to bust my can. I'm going to do what I got to do to write business, to produce, not just for me, not just for my team, but for my family. My family deserves it. They deserve to have a great holiday season. That's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. You're not in the passenger seat anymore. A lot of people live their life in the passenger seat, just hoping the driver gets them there. Get out of the passenger seat, get behind the wheel, take your life into your hands, put your foot on the gas and your hands on the steering wheel. You get it 10 and 2 or 9 and 3, whatever you prefer, but you take charge and you be the driver and you drive this thing on home. November, December, work the leads, buy the leads. I don't care what you got to do. If you got to put them on a credit card, if you got to borrow money from your family, leads are the supply line. If you can't afford leads, you're going to have to get out there and you're going to have to knock doors. Don't make excuses. Do what you got to do. November and December, let's finish strong. Again, let me read that quote again to you. Stopping at third base adds no more to the score than striking out. It doesn't matter how well you start if you fail to finish. So get out there. Don't just get on base, get to second base, get to third base, and drive it on home at the end of the year. When January 1 rolls around of next year, I want you to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I finished strong. Maybe I didn't start as good as I wanted to. And maybe I kind of stalled out a few times throughout the year. But November and December, I kicked it into high gear. I got behind the wheel and I finished strong. Hey, have a great week this week. Get out there. That contest started this morning at 9 o'clock, 10 minutes ago. So get out there, get the leads, work the leads. If you need us, you can always reach us. Thanks a lot.